Hello everyone, Formula 1 took a break but the channel didn't. Let's go for another video. Right at the start of the longest championship in F1 history with 23 races in 2023, the category unexpectedly brought spring break this April, due to the cancellation of the Chinese GP. The race was previously scheduled for April 16th. But this 4-week break between the race in Australia, April 2nd, and the Azerbaijan GP, April 30th, is not a unanimous decision on the grid. Alpine and Haas are in favor, whose bosses, Otmar Szafnauer and Gunther Steiner, emphasize the rest their employees will have to recharge in such a long season. The two-time champion Max Verstappen, RBR, Charles Leclerc, Ferrari, Oscar Piastri, McLaren, and Guan Yu Zhou, Alfa Romeo, agree, unlike Fernando Alonso, Aston Martin, and Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes. The race in China was cancelled due to government restrictions to curb the spread of COVID-19. The country suffered major outbreaks of the disease due, among various reasons, to low vaccine adherence and the government's refusal to import foreign immunizers. In January, the government decided to end its COVID-0 policy, after long and violent protests by the population. The end of the protocol caused a rise in hospitalizations and overcrowding in funeral homes, but F1 did not back down and also refrained from replacing the race. It's pretty weird to have 3 free weeks, especially so early. A few weeks ago I would have said I wouldn't be anxious about this, but since then I've been pretty sick and had a lot of difficulty. So for me, these weeks will be for me to get back in shape. In a way, it's cool. But normally, if I were feeling good, I think I would prefer to keep racing, defended Verstappen, who has been suffering from stomach pains since the week of the Saudi Arabian GP on March 19. His great rival for the 2021 title, Hamilton, went the other way. Honestly, I don't think I need a break right now. I feel super good. August is the time for us to relax. It would be good for the team to focus on bringing updates to the car. I would like to be racing, but I will try to make the best possible use of this time. I will train and keep myself busy. The 7-time champion is in 4th place in the Drivers' Championship, with Mercedes in 3rd place in the Constructors' standings. And in fact, there are no restrictions on updates and tests on the team's cars during this break. It's this possibility that Leclerc wants Ferrari to take advantage of to come back stronger from spring break after their worst start to a season in 14 years. In the situation we're in, we'll take this opportunity to work as much as possible so that we can get updates as soon as possible and be competitive as we want to be as soon as possible this season. It's a long season, said the Monegasque, who has only 6 points on the scoreboard. Traditionally, F1 already has 2 breaks, during the European summer, winter between July and August in the southern hemisphere, and at the end of the season, when it is summer below the equator and winter above. Haas boss Gunther Steiner explains that the team had already set their deadlines for work on the car, which will not be affected by the unexpected extra break. Our development plan, for the car, has already been adjusted, and this break doesn't cause any effective difference because the race team doesn't work on car upgrades. It's an opportunity to rest because the rest of the season will be tough. Everything was already planned since last year, what we will do, but it certainly helps not to have to take everything to China. However, this is not the situation for Aston Martin. For the first time in the top 3 of the Constructors' Championship, the British team and Alonso want to take advantage of all the time possible to evolve beyond the 3 podiums in 3 races so far. I prefer to keep racing. I will continue at the factory. It is better to use the break to prepare for the next race in the best possible way, and review the first 3 races. I am in a new team, so there are a lot of things we would like to review, and it would be better to do that on a track, the 2-time champion said. The 23 races this year have not yet exceeded the limit of races set by the Concord Agreement, a deal struck between the teams 2 years ago. The maximum number of rounds allowed is 24, the original value planned by F1 before the cancellation of the Chinese race. F1 will return on April 30th at the Azerbaijan GP. The promise is that the first updates of the year will arrive on the cars, although Ferrari has already announced that it will only bring news in Miami, in May. See other opinions. Otmar Safnauer, Alpine boss. Although this break was not planned, in a calendar with 23 races and many double and triple headers, it is good to have a 3-week break, another in August and the Christmas holidays. Perhaps it was lucky, but it's something good to do it this way. Perhaps this should be considered in the future. I know the season has just started, but many people have already worked very hard over the winter preparing the cars for testing, races. Having a break now helps with what's to come. And in August, other holidays. It may be away. Guan Yuzhou, the only Chinese on the grid, I didn't want this break because you know which race is missing in this gap. But in such a busy schedule, we will take advantage of it. We don't just have different race weekends, but we go to many activities with the team, sponsors. It's always nice to have some time off, for many drivers to clear their heads and try to prepare for the next races. Oscar Piastri, McLaren rookie, for me, it's a good opportunity to review my first 3 races. It will also be a way to cool off for the rest of the year, so it will be nice for everyone. It's a good opportunity if you're not doing well, so we'll use it to our advantage. If you enjoyed this content, leave your like and consider subscribing to our channel. We'll soon have an incredible announcement that will be released as soon as we reach 500 subscribers who will be the main beneficiaries of this news.